Good morning, Park City Toastmasters. To interview our one and only distinguished Toastmaster, Julio Guerrero. The focus of this interview will be about Julio before Toastmaster and human architecture, more specifically about his time with the United States Army Special Forces. This is Project 3 from the Communicating on Video Manual for Marielle, who is working towards her Advanced Communicator Silver Award. Her objectives are to conduct a successful interview, to understand the dynamics of a successful interview or talk show, to prepare questions to ask during the interview, and to present a positive, confident image in front of the camera. Timer is 5 to 7 minutes. Welcome, Marielle.
Your applause. We were supposed to be second speaker and prepare between speakers, so we are getting ready now. And just one more thing.
You're trusting me today, aren't you?
Just the person
This is complicated. Is this on?
Ready? Camera's rolling.
Good morning, Park City Toastmasters. Welcome to our show this morning, and we have the immense pleasure of having a very special guest this morning.
Special, thank you.
Yes, definitely special. Julio Guerrero. Julio, you were with the United States Army Special Forces, also known as a Green Beret, but perhaps even better known for their amazingly trained warriors doing the toughest of missions. How difficult is it to even get into the Special Forces?
Extremely difficult. Number one, you have to join the army, and you have to be accepted by them. Number two, you have to qualify for SF. The attrition rate for special forces is about 18%. So there are 100 people that apply to the program. 18 will be chosen, and out of those 18, several of those will be eliminated through the program.
Wow, that's huge. And you made it through.
Look like it.
And I heard that testing is even very difficult, very physical. You have to swim,
Yeah, you
full jump
gotta
back.
be. I hate to say the word animal, but you gotta be an animal, like a working animal to be able to do it. Because the purpose, the first few weeks, is to break you physically and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. They will do the worst things you can imagine to you because you need to demonstrate that you're not going to break.
So you were already pretty tough physically and mentally when you
Well,
went through the testing.
yes, indeed, because I was 27 years old when I was applied for the school, and I have climbed mountains in South America from age 14 to 23, and I was one of the top mountain climbers in my country. So you learn how to tough it up in there. You carry a lot of heavy equipment and long runs and long walks, and you work in South America. You have mountains, at least hills over here. No offense. We have mountains over there.
Yes, I know. I've seen Aconcagua.
Yeah.
I know how big your mountains are. Now, tell me what kind of imaging you go through your mind as you suffered through those tests to make it through. Because there must have been times where you felt like quitting.
Yeah, sometimes you cry at night because you just have given it everything you have. And you have another day. And the day comes very early. 3:30 in the morning you're up. Mm-hmm. And you probably go to bed at midnight. So you know how I'm going to recuperate, how I'm going to recharge my batteries. And it's not only mentally but physically how you're going to be able to do what you have to do.
Wow, wow. Now, I read, I'm going to read from my notes here. The primary mission of the United States Army Special Forces is to train and lead unconventional warfare forces or a clandestine guerrilla force in an occupied nation. There is so much hidden behind those words and those lines. Can you tell me more about these unconventional warfare?
Well, the regular warfare is like World War I, World War II, where you have, or the Revolutionary War, where you have A and B, and they get in front, they shoot each other, they kill each other, whoever have more people alive that wins. Unconventional warfare came during the Vietnam War, when you have guerrilla warfare, where you don't know where they're coming from. So we operate only at night. Very seldom we do operation during the daytime. Everything is in the middle of the night. When we plan our missions, they always plan according to how much light we want to have. We want no moon, we want no star, a cloudy night. It's very good, for a special operation because you can see your hands. So that's the way we operate. And it's all of a surprise. In the regular war, you know you have troops over here, you have troops over here, and you go at each other, and it's like going to the ring with boxing. You know the other guy is there. Here, you don't know where these guys are coming from, and it's a surprise. Most of the time, we get deployed by the Air Force. Deploy us anywhere we want to parachute. Sometimes we can helo. Helo is a high altitude, low opening, so they can deliver you. You jump at 30,000 feet with the gas mask, and you can drop up to 10,000 feet, and then you deploy your parachute. And the parachute they have, you can travel. You can travel up to 20 miles. So they say that you can be dropped in Salt Lake City, and you will land in Pearl. Because after when you go at 30,000 miles, 30,000 feet, very few people is going to be able to take it in the middle of the night. Then you drop vertically, and then you move horizontally. And when you move in horizontally, nobody has no idea what you're doing. And we can do it. We can all land in a space as big as this room.
And I heard you take no prisoners.
We cannot. And the reason why is a logistical thing. If I take a prisoner, then I'm responsible for that man.
Right.
And I need to feed you, I need to take you to the bathroom, I need to take care of you if you're wounded, I need to protect you, like we protect ourselves.
Right.
So it's extra weight for us,
No
and
prisoners.
we cannot do it.
No prisoners. Now, after many years of training your mind and body for such mission, how do you transition into everyday life, back to civilization?
It's very, very difficult. If you look at statistics, the home of the Special Forces is Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And you see that there's a lot of spousal abuse in there. And a lot of, sometimes you discover your wife, because being in the Special Forces is a way of being. When you're an NSF guy, it's a different way of being. So it's like if you have a pit bull, and you train this pit bull to fight, and then you give it to somebody that is kind like you. It's just a dog. It's already trained to do that. It's going to be very difficult to make it a puppy that sits and shakes and stuff like that.
Unfortunately, Julio, we're running out of time, but it's very apparent to me that you have been retrained and you're adapted into your new life. So
It takes years.
thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you very much.